like shock absorbers. But his prey is no pushover. The guinea fowl, one of Africa's fastest running birds. Eyes on the side of its head allow this hen to spot the cat before he's within striking distance. But each time the bird slips away, the caracal tracks her with all its senses on alert. The cat's sense of smell is keen, and its eyes excel at day and night hunting. But its secret weapon is a pair of super sensitive elongated ears, controlled by no fewer than 20 separate muscles. The cat can move each ear independently to triangulate the location of targets as far as 600 feet away. Now, they pick up the faint sounds in the grass only 10 yards away. This 4-pound hen can run as fast as 20 feet per second. But this time, the cat's too close to outrun. There is only one way out. Up. Guinea fowl can burst into the sky with top speeds of 21 miles per hour. But these birds lack the stamina to fly more than 100 feet at a time. As this hen comes down, the cat is ready. The struggle is over in less than a minute. When the caracal closes the hen's windpipe, she suffocates and dies.
Cats are one of the few creatures on Earth that are universally accepted as pet material. However, you may actually be surprised at some of the more rare and unique of the species. I'm Bob from World 5. Rare and unique of the species. I'm Bob from World 5 List, and join me as I take you through 14 of the most rare and exotic cats. Number 14, the Serval. Now I begin easily with one of the most exotic cats out there, being the Serval. You'd be forgiven for not knowing about this special cat because it's from Africa. But what if I told you that the Serval is actually pretty popular in the United States as a pet? What makes this particular cat so interesting is its size and its look, because it's actually pretty tall for a cat. And if you saw one trotting around town, you would probably think that it's a cheetah. However, the Serval is actually rather docile. It doesn't climb, it enjoys being quiet, and it only hunts for small prey. And for those who are wondering, no, there has been no confirmed cases of one ever killing a human. Number 13, Peterbald. Now, a unique cat that's going to make you do a double take is the Peterbald. They're a species of cat that's found mostly in Russia and has the trait of being hairless. So they're quite literally bald cats. Though, to be fair, not all of them are bald. Some do get hair, but they often lose it. It's also incredibly intelligent. So while it may not look the part, it will likely understand you better than most cats on my list, or even any of the ones that exist in the world today. And on a side note, it seems to resemble a cat who was once owned by a certain Dr. Evil. Number 12, Korat. Though that during the 14th century, they were a sign of status and honor among the Thai government. Some were even given away as gifts to foreigners as a symbol of good faith. Fast forward to today, and the Korat is still extremely rare. Their blue coat of fur is often never seen in the wild or even in the home. And this is likely because of their more reserved nature. They apparently don't enjoy loud noises, and that means that a city is going to drive them nuts. And their noses are also very sensitive to smell, which would also rule out a city. So hey, if you ever are fortunate enough to see a Korat, or lucky enough, see what I did there? Regardless of the circumstance, you should go buy a lottery ticket, because it may just be your day. Number 11, Caracoles. Heading back to the exotic kind of cat, the caracol is one that is both stunning to look at and more interesting in terms of how it acts. You see, this cat is known as a type of lynx, which is another exotic cat that's been known to have some more aggressive tendencies at times. And because of this, you may think that the caracoles are all the same, but you would be wrong. In fact, many do look at the caracoles as having the looks of a lynx, but the personality of the serval. Some even believe they're more well-mannered than the servals, which is really saying something. They also tend to act more like cats because they use hissing to communicate and they're very independent, which really, to be honest, is a problem at times because then when they do go into a playful state, they're known to just wreck everything in their path. They've been known to be taken in as pets, but these seem to be a bit more high maintenance than most people can handle. Number 10, the Norwegian forest cat. But before I get going any further, if you're new here or if you haven't subscribed, it did survive, mostly due to the efforts of the Norwegian Forest Cat Club. They saved the cats and then used a special breeding program to help bring their population numbers back to acceptable levels. And because of that, they were declared a species, and the Norwegian forest cat became official in the 1970s. Now, I find this one particularly heartwarming because when you think about extinct animals, rarely do you ever think of small cats like this one. But it does happen, and thankfully they didn't end up dying into the cat world, as they were developed in the 1990s by taking a Bengal and an Oriental Shorthair and crossing them together. Because of this, they have the look that's been likened to